Welcome to the first episode of the DCTV show. This is going to be a live streaming thing we're going to do every week. I forgot to bring my microphone over here, but so welcome. People will start joining the chat now, and I need to mute myself, otherwise I'm going to hear myself. But welcome to the stream. If you guys are just joining, we literally just started it. How can I check how many people are watching? Anyway, welcome to the stream. Sorry for the rough start, but hopefully none of you are in here. We got a few people watching, and so remember, guys, we're going to be talking about the DC TV shows, everything that is new, and all the filming, and they started. So we need to talk about Supergirl, The Flash, and Batwoman and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that in today's stream. Let's just wait for some more people to join in. And remember, guys, send in your questions via Super Chat. That is how you can get your questions answered. And so this is going to be a weekly thing. Hopefully, we'll do it on a set day. Maybe we'll stick to this day from like now on. However, we'll have to wait and see how it goes, or see what day's best and things like that. All right. Welcome, Marcus. Welcome, Beaming Frost. Welcome, Red Eye. So welcome. Yeah, so the topics we're going to talk about is The Flash, them filming, Supergirl, and Batwoman as well. So, and remember, guys, send in your Super Chat questions. That is how you can get your questions answered. But let's go ahead and jump right into this. So, the first topic I want to talk about, and I've covered this in some recent videos as well, is I want to talk about what's going on with the different DCTV shows, because they've returned to film after a decent break. Like, it's been a long time. They had to halt filming way back in March, and now they're finally back, and they're actually filming. That's the idea. Red Eye, I'm going to be hopefully asking some people to guest in the stream when I do this. But I mean, it all depends on their availability, and so it may change days and things like that. But this live stream thing is going to be like a regular thing from now on, at least once a week. It's going to be sticking to this day as of right now. We may change the day depending on how everything goes. But for now, it's going to stay like this, and there's going to be actual people, talking to me and stuff. Like, we're going to talk about the shows. If you guys have been checking out Eric's channel recently, occasionally I guest star over there. Well, I mean, I'm pretty much there all the time if you check Paige's avatar, but I sometimes guest star over there, and I, appear on Eric's channel and stuff like that in the stream. The last time I was there when Supergirl was announced to be ending, because I really wanted to talk about it, and so we did that. But so let's talk about these shows. So we got The Flash, which has returned to film, and as of right now, The Flash is into about like week 2 or 3 of filming. They finished filming episode 1. We know they're on to episode 2 and everything right now. So Harry Potter. If you guys watch the live stream, you know what that means. But I'm just checking if this is actually working, like if notifications are on and stuff like that. If I just look this up, just doing this. The DCTV show. It's working. Okay, so talking about The Flash. So they've been filming. They're on episode 2 as of right now. We saw some street footage recently where Canada Grass was able to get some footage where they were outside. There was lots of different photos, and we got information about what was happening. And so we saw Eva out on the street. She was fighting Barry, so they were filming an actual like fight scene that was supposedly for episode 2, which would have been for what's it called? The penultimate episode of last season. So that would be 21. Yeah, that would be 21. And so now that is episode 2, and they were filming indoors for a while since they started. And then, yeah, so they've been doing some extra stuff out and about. But yeah, so that is, the main thing going on with The Flash. We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to more of that, and just keep on sending in your stuff. Thank you, Gary Gammon. Gary, my guy. I saw Gary was in the live stream the other day at Eric's channel when Paige used my avatar. But thank you, Gary. I mean, we really appreciate what you do for Eric, and everything you do towards that live stream is amazing. And thank you for contributing via Super Chat. And you guys can ask questions via Super Chat, and we will, skip the topics and we'll go straight to the Super Chat question. And that's how it's going to work week to week, kind of like how Eric does it. And obviously I'll try and get guests on. It's just the first week. I thought I would just do like a starting live stream and talk to you guys. So Gary Gammon asks, is The Flash getting delayed later in January? Well, not as of right now, Gary, because right now they are actually filming. Like I said, they're on episode 2, and I mean, we have a lot of questions as in regards to how they're going to finish these stories, like how they're going to finish the first part of the season, because it's obviously not as they intended. But what they are going to do is they're definitely going to hit that January date. So I wouldn't expect them to delay any further because they're actually filming. But if they failed to actually film and they had to be stopped due to restrictions, then yeah, maybe it will be delayed further than that. But I'm pretty sure they'll have at least like 3-4 episodes by then, like surely, probably even like 5 or 6. So it depends on how fast they go. But thank you for the super chat, Gary. You're really appreciated as always. You're a regular around these places, and yeah, so thank you, Gary. And so let's move on, and we'll get back to The Flash in a minute. If you guys have any more questions, send them in regards to The Flash, and I'll catch up on some of the questions. However, let's talk about some Supergirl stuff. So Supergirl has returned to film. We haven't seen them outside as of right now. That's how you speak. And so yeah, what we have seen from Supergirl is just behind the scenes photos. The cast have been taking some photos. I don't believe Melissa is on set as of right now, so we'll have to wait for some Melissa content for a while. However, we do have like behind the scenes looks of Martian Manhunter, played by David Harewood, Nicole Maines, who plays Nia Now, obviously. And you have there was a cool photo just like a few days ago where you had Alex, Jean, and Brainy. Yeah, that's it. Alex, Jean, and Brainy, and so that's Kyla, David, and Jesse. So they were all there, and they were filming, and so they all had their masks on and everything like that. Obviously, they have to do that between takes and things like that. So as of right now, that's the best that we're going to get. The best that we're going to get is behind the scenes looks until they go out on the street, and then you have like Canada Graphs and everyone out there on the streets actually taking photos, and then we'll get to see more insight as to what they're doing this season. Because as of right now, we know that a part of Leviathan is still around in terms of Gemma, because she turned into that like robot at the end of the season, which was kind of crazy. And then, at the same time, we have what happened with Lex at the end of the season, and we have to deal with Lex. So, all of these things add up, and then we're going to get to those sometime very, very soon. And as Dylan said in the chat, Melissa was in LA 2 days ago. See, this is what I was pretty sure about. I was pretty sure, we haven't had confirmation, but I was pretty sure that she wasn't back in Vancouver yet. And if she does return to Vancouver, she'll have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So be on the lookout for that. I am just posting this. Posting it to let people know. But Yeah, so Melissa will have to quarantine for 2 weeks if she comes back. But as of right now, we're pretty sure she's in LA, and then she will come sometime around November time is when it was predicted. Prior to, anything that happened prior to the pandemic, she was supposed to return in like November because they had special sort of filming schedules, and I believe they are sticking to that. So yeah. I am just posting this. Thank you, Gary, for the super chat, $4.99. Thank you so much. And so Gary says, well, the Flash could go for one episode, then take a break. And I don't think Cal would make it if they delayed it. And will Lex be in Supergirl season 6? Okay, Gary. The Flash could just go for one episode, then take a break. I don't know, Cal would make it. Do you mean cow, like Kara or something? Oh no. Well, the Flash could just go for one episode, then take a break. Yes, that's true. Okay. So if that is true, and filming is shut down, yeah, the Flash should go for one episode, take a break, and then come back later. So it could be delayed in further episodes. But in regards to CW, all right, Gary. And you don't think the CW will make it if they delayed it? Yeah, I think if it's delayed, they're gonna probably delay the whole season rather than showing just one episode or something like that. But yeah, so sorry if I didn't answer it correctly, but thank you again, Gary. And will Lex be in Supergirl season 6? Lex is very, very likely to be in Supergirl season 6 due to how they ended that episode. So that is going to be a thing that we're going to see at the start of the season. Lex is going to be around, and Lex will be, at least there for a decent amount of it. You like the change in thumbnails? Thank you very much. Okay. All right, we're back. So Flashverse says, I like the change in thumbnails more. I catch you with the red. Thank you very much. Yeah, I kind of decided to just switch it up a bit. I want to start doing some new stuff. Like I want to live stream weekly and get some guests in to actually talk about the DCTV show. So it's not just me talking most of the week about, just the Flash, Supergirl, and when Superman Lois comes out, I'm going to do Superman Lois videos. So I thought it would be cool maybe to break it up, and then I can talk about all the shows in like one long live stream where I can have guests in and everything like that. So that would be very cool, and I appreciate that you like the new thumbnails. Yeah, I worked on them for a while now, and I thought they're pretty cool. All right, so let's talk in terms of Batwoman. Remember again, guys, you can send in questions via super chat, and I will cut to that because I do have like a kind of set list of things I want to go through before I answer any questions that aren't priorities. Like Gary has been sending them in, which is really appreciated. And so yeah, we'll get to this in a minute, but let's talk about Batwoman. So what's going on with Batwoman right now? So they've been filming for the longest. They've been filming since like way over a month now. They've been around the longest, and yeah, they were delayed by a week or so due to testing, but they actually have been filming for a long time. So I presume they're on like episode 3 or something like that, maybe even episode 4, pushing it right now. So yeah, Batwoman, we've seen quite a decent amount of them. So we got quite a lot of information regarding it due to them being out on the street more so than any other show. Because so far, I believe The Flash was only out for 2 days. I think then that's it. The Flash and Batwoman have been like the only shows that have been out. But Batwoman has been out for like 5 days or something like that, filming in the street. So they've been pretty active, and yes, they got delayed a tiny bit, but they have been consistently filming, and We've got quite a lot of information. We obviously got the first look at Ryan Wilder. I believe she was in a new suit the other day. I can't be 100% sure of that, but there were new looks at her out on the street, but it was pretty damn dark. So from what I'm sorry, I had a hiccup. So from what I saw, I couldn't tell if it was a new suit, but apparently it was a new suit. And then also at the same time, we saw her in um, in Kate's suit, and apparently we're gonna see Kate and what Kate does. Like maybe later in the season, there was a leak that I plan to cover for my next video, and someone asked, "Is the Fatal Five actually the villain of Supergirl?" And that is interesting to note because that is what we're gonna talk about in the next video, and that is linked. There you go. There's the words, and that is linked to what was I saying? That is linked to what's happening in Batwoman. Anyway, I'm losing my words. We'll go back to Batwoman in just a second because we have two super chats. We have Gary Gammon who sent in 199. Thank you very much, Gary. Once again, Gary is my guy. He is my man. And so Gary says, so Batwoman could make a January date where there will be a Flash season 7 trailer. Do you mean Batwoman or do you mean Bat, like Batman, or what? It's big. I'm not sure, but so Bat could make a January date. Will there be a Flash season 7 trailer? You say underneath. Oh, I mean, I think you mean, so if it makes the January date, will we actually get to see a trailer before? Like, when will we see it? I presume that's what you meant, Gary. So I'm just gonna presume that for now. I'm gonna answer that. So if it does actually meet that, oh, okay, Batwoman. You mean Batwoman? So Batwoman could make a January date, and will there be a Flash trailer? So I guess two separate questions. Yeah, I think Batwoman's 100% going to meet the January date because they're like into episode 3 or something like right now. Yeah, exactly, Gary. Because they're filming episode 3, they've definitely got like at least 2 episodes in the bag. So they're definitely going to be ready for at least 2 episodes and nearly 3 episodes, which they're shooting right now. So yeah, Batwoman's definitely going to hit the January date. And will the Flash season 7 have a trailer? Yeah, we'll see a trailer for the Flash season 7 sometime soon. I would presume in the next month or so, like sort of towards the end of November or the start of December, I would guess. And yeah, so let's move on to the next super chat. This comes from Sarah Varga with the £5 super chat. Thank you very much, Sarah. Much appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. And do you think the last season? How do you think the last Supergirl season will end? And what do you think would be the best ending? Thanks for being awesome, by the way. Thank you. You're awesome, Sarah. How do you think the last Supergirl season will end? I would presume, as of right now, so there's a few theories going around that Supergirl will go off to the future. She'll reunite with Mon-El, who was a big character in the past. And so I would say that would be a good way of it ending. However, I think, in order for Supergirl to end, I think Supergirl has to leave and not be, in National City, I would say, because Supergirl is such a big character and she's very, very powerful in terms of her powers. And people always question like, oh wait, but like if Arrow's dealing with this like non-powered villain, like why the hell doesn't the Flash or Supergirl come, beat them up or something for them? So I would say Supergirl, in order to keep that continuity, I think she has to go away. I think the best guess as of right now is for her to go to the future. Another guess would be for her to go back to Midvale, where she's from, or simply she just goes somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, so, and how do you think the best ending? Yeah, I think the best ending would be if she went to the future. So, yes. All right. Thank you for the super chats, Gary and Sarah. It means a lot to me. And so let's answer a few of these questions, and you guys can send in more questions, and we'll get back to Batwoman in just a second because I was just in the middle of that. And so Flashverse says, will we see you piss off Paigey the next time in the after party? I mean, of course. That is what I live for, right? No, it's good fun. I love joining Eric's live stream. The problem is it is in the middle of the night, and it's very hard to do it very often because it is the middle of the night. So I mean, the idea for this is like I can do a kind of my own version of what Eric does, but I'm not like taken away from him because he does it like after the shows and stuff. Like this would just be a weekly thing where I can talk about it in the day in my time, so I can just have a lengthy discussion with you guys, and you guys can send in your questions and everything like that. And then occasionally I'll get a guest or something. That is the idea. So yeah, I'll go in there and mess around with Paigey next time. We'll see when that is. But anyway, so let's get back to Batwoman, and welcome Walker Dead to the live stream, and hello from Chile. Hello to you from Chile, to Code DC. But let's go back to Batwoman. So I was talking about it. We saw the Batmobile, the Batwoman mobile. What would you call it? The Batmobile? Yeah, because it's like a shortened version of it. So we saw that from the set photos. It was really cool. I believe they are CGIing some of it on the outside, and that's why they had some of the stickers on. But they've been shooting quite a few scenes with Batmobile, and I think it's very cool that they have a Batmobile because I wasn't expecting that. That came out of nowhere for me because I just kind of presumed she was like into the motorbike thing because Kate used to ride motorbikes. So I didn't think, I didn't think that she would have a Batmobile, but I think it's absolutely awesome that she does, and I'm very, very excited for it. But yeah, apart from the Batmobile and apart from her suit, I don't think we've seen too much more in terms of spoilers about one. You guys can go check out Candace Graffs' blog. Just type in Candace Graffs on Google and you find it out, and you can go to his Batwoman page, and that is where you're going to find the best sort of news and information in regards to what they've been filming for Batwoman recently. But yeah, another ending for Supergirl, like Flash first mentions, is they could kill off Kara, and I think that is hopefully very unlikely. I don't think they're going to do that to Kara because I think Oliver was more of a darker character, and I think it kind of suited him more. I don't think I think they should have brought back Oliver. I don't think they should have killed him. But that's just my opinion. I don't know about your opinions. Do you think Oliver should have died? Like, do you think it was a good ending? I think it was a good ending, but I didn't think it was like the best they could have ever done. And I hope they don't kill off Supergirl because, yeah, I just don't think they should just because the show is ending, they should just kill off the character. Like, it's very nice to know that your character is still out there if they're part of this big multiverse. So yeah. But anyway, if you have any more questions, please be sure to send in super chats like Gary. Gary's been killing it. And yeah, so let's quickly talk about Superman and Lois and what's going on there, because recently Elizabeth Tulloch, who is playing Lois Lane, we've seen her in the past few years as Lois, she's been posting from the set on Twitter and everything, and she's been teasing that they have officially started as well. So they kind of started at the same time as Supergirl. So they're going to be filming, as far as what we know, with Superman and Lois. They're not going to be inside Metropolis. They're going to be leaving Metropolis, and they're going to be moving back to Smallville. So it's mainly going to be in Smallville, which I find interesting, but at the same time, I kind of expected it to be in Metropolis, and I think I would have preferred it to be in Metropolis because then it would have been more like Supergirl or something like that in National City, or the big thing in the Arrowverse shows apart from Legends. I mean, it's always a big thing what city they're in rather than like a town. So it's like National City for Supergirl. It's Central City for the Flash, it's Star City or Starling City for Arrow, and then even Black Lightning, it's Cleveland, which is obviously a real place in real life. But yeah, so I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I am going to be covering Superman and Lois because it's a Supergirl spinoff and Supergirl is ending, and I want to cover anything to do with Supergirl. And I love the Superman character, especially Tyler Hoechlin. So yeah, you're right, Alex. Gary is here. Hi, Gary. Everyone say hi to Gary. My guy, Gary. Thank you, Gary, again for the $4.99 super chat. Really, really appreciated. Are you mad at me? And how many episodes do you think all the Arrowverse shows are going to have? I'm hoping for more than 13 episodes at least. Gary, I'm very mad at you. Very, very mad as always, Gary. No, I'm not, Gary. I love you, Gary. Gary, you're the best. I am not mad. But how many episodes do you think there will be in all the Arrowverse shows? I'm hoping for more than 13. Well, yeah, you're gonna get more than 13 for all the shows. Well, at least shows like Supergirl, The Flash, you even Legends. You're gonna get more than 13. You're gonna get Legends normal episode count, which I believe is like 16. I can't remember. And then Supergirl is going to be 20 episodes. It's been announced. The Flash hasn't been officially announced, but we're suspecting 20 episodes as well. So yeah, don't worry about it, Gary. It's very, very unlikely that the shows are going to have 13 episodes, unless I think not even Superman and Lois is having that. So, I mean, don't worry about it, Gary. And thank you again for the super chat, Gary. Highly, highly appreciated. Okay. So yeah, I mean, Legends, what else have we got from Legends in terms of updates? I'm trying to go over all the shows and Black Lightning. We haven't had much news from Black Lightning as of right now. I don't know what's going on. They are not filming in Vancouver, so maybe they will start to film. We'll have to wait and see, but it's not going to be the same schedule. Legends did 19 episodes in a season, so I'm presuming Legends does about 16 to 19 this next season. I'm currently behind on Legends, so I can't actually tell you because I really didn't like season 4. It just felt like a completely new show. I used to love Legends, and so I'm very far behind on Legends, so I can't comment too much, but I can comment about what I know. And I'm obviously up to date with Legends, but I don't know. I need to get back into it, I think. Why don't you cover the Swamp Thing episodes? It's only because the show is already out there, and I think a lot of you have watched it. If you want me to cover Swamp Thing, let me know. I mean, always the best way to let me know about stuff is to comment on my videos, or if you follow me on social media anywhere at the DCTV show, anywhere. You can let me know if you want me to cover different shows and everything like that. But yeah, it's just because it's already been out, so we'll have to see. Anyway, Stephen Amell has begun filming for Heels, his new show that films in Atlanta, so I think Black Lightning should be filming as well. Yeah, but I just not heard anything about Black Lightning actually returning to film yet. I believe very soon we will get to see more Black Lightning stuff, but for now, it doesn't seem like they're going to come back, right now, because actually they're not going to have to quarantine because most of those actors actually live in America, so it's not going to be like a big thing. But yeah. All right, so keep sending in them questions and we'll get to them. And yes, and remember to say hi to Gary, guys. We are not mad at Gary. Gary's mad at us. No, not really. But you saw a new Black Lightning casting. Yeah. I haven't seen that, so I'll have to look that up. What is the exact air date of the first episode of the Arrowverse shows like Black Lightning Season 3, Supergirl, The Flash, Legends, and Superman and Lois? The exact date? I can look it up, but I don't believe they are that drastically different in terms of when the new seasons are coming out. Let's see, The Flash season 7. Yeah, and everyone say hi to Gary. Hi, Gary. The Flash season 7. Who the hell is Gary? Why don't you know about Gary? Everyone knows about Gary. Gary's my guy, and Gary is always in our streams over at Eric's channel and mine as well. And I'm not mad at Gary. So I'm just looking this up for you guys to see when The Flash actually comes out. The season 7. Yeah, everyone knows Gary. I don't know if there's a specific release date, but as far as I know, it's coming out in January. I believe in the next sort of few weeks after the start of January. I can't find a specific date as of right now, and I'm sorry about that. Maybe I'll have to research that a bit more, but yeah, we'll be on the lookout. We'll be on the lookout for that. Okay. Yeah, see, now everyone knows Gary. If Legends ends, they should do a Canary spin-off with Sarah, Diana, and Laurel. Well, they were planning to do, and I'm sure you guys, especially Gary, because they always talk about it in the other stream. They always talk about it on Eric's stream about Green Arrow and the Canaries, because we all know Paige's favorite character is Mia, and he can't wait to see her as the Green Arrow. So, yeah, if they do that, it's very, very unlikely if Legends ends they're going to do that, because they're supposed to do Green Arrow and the Canaries as a show, but they haven't actually done it. Like, we don't know what's going on with Green Arrow and the Canaries as of right now, so we'll have to wait and see, because it seems very unlikely. But maybe they replace Mia with Sarah if Legends does end. I think a lot of people will prefer that, because not a lot of people are a fan of Mia. I like Mia, and you know, she is the Green Arrow after all, right? No, I'm joking. I just always Paigey loves that. Paigey loves Mia. But yeah, so we're still waiting to hear what is going on with Green Arrow and the Canaries, and I guess that could be a replacement if Legends does end. Maybe Sarah does appear in that show instead of Mia. You're right. Gary's the best. Gary, are you still here, bud? I don't know. Gary, are you still here? Let us know. But yeah, let's have a look. Remember, send in those questions. You can do it via super chat, because if you want to be as cool as Gary, that's all I'll say. But yeah, they better do a Green Arrow and the Canary show. I hate cliffhangers. Yeah, you're right. I really want them to do a Arrow spin-off. I think that would be very cool, especially if they got back the different characters from Arrow. And someone asked, what is my next video? I think it was Alex. The next video is, in fact, going to be about those leaks. I think Paigey covered it the other day. I was told by Monroe, if you guys know her, she supplies some sources sometimes, and yeah, she found the leaks, she sent the leaks, and I believe Paigey covered the leaks as well. And so some of you guys have been chatting about that in this video, about what could be happening, but there were lots of leaks in regards to, you know, all the shows. There was Black Lightning, Supergirl, The Flash, everything like that. So we're going to be covering that in the next video, so don't miss that. That should be tomorrow's video. This is going to be today's video. I'm going to upload this stream after. So be on the lookout for this. You can rewatch it if you missed any bits of it. And remember, guys, this is going to be a weekly thing. I need to reiterate this. This is going to be a weekly thing. I'm going to try and get guests in. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. Anyway, so yeah, keep on sending in those questions. And I would love, Alex says, I would love if Ruby Rose came back for an episode in Batwoman. Yeah, that would be very, very cool. if we saw her return. That was actually a part of the leaks. It said in the leaks that Ruby Rose is planning to come back for one episode for Batwoman because she doesn't hate the show or anything like that. I think she left, as far as we know, it was like a lot for her. Like it was like a whole season up in Vancouver. I believe she didn't want to be in Vancouver or something like that. So that was part of the reason why she left the show. So I suppose it's fine if she comes up and like there's less restrictions or something like that, and she'll be able to actually film the show. So yeah, but that will be in tomorrow's video where we will go over this. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna actually do it. I promise you. This is gonna be a weekly thing. I promise. You were the one that sent the leaks, Paigey. Very nice. Very good. I'm sure he credited you. All right. Let's answer some of these. And Gary has disappeared, guys. I don't know where Gary is. I think Gary should guest star with me in this. Don't you all think? Okay, Walker Dead says, if Ruby Rose does return in a future season of Batwoman, like the final season of Batwoman, would you be okay with it? And yeah, that's what I just said. I would be totally fine with it. I think she was really good as Batwoman, and I liked it. And I would be totally down to see her again as Batwoman, alongside Ryan Wilder. I think that would be very cool. Obviously played by Javicia Leslie. All right, so Matthew says, yeah, Gary, what the hell are you? Come on, come back. Matthew says, how will The Flash end with season 7? Well, not sure as of right now. We'll have to wait and see. We don't even know the proper story for the season because we got the sort of chapters. We got the 2 chapters of it. And we need to see how those go in order to guess how we're going to end the season, because we don't even know the proper story. So we'll have to wait and see. So I can't give you a definitive ending as to how The Flash could end, but I could give you more definitive ending as to how Supergirl will end, because, you know, this is the final season. We kind of have our expectations and everything like that. Welcome, Tom. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, everyone is spamming Gary. Let's wake Gary up. I don't know where he is. And Alex says, I will stop watching the CW if The Flash is cancelled. I mean, it would suck if The Flash went away. The Flash isn't going to be cancelled. If it does end, it will end if Grant wants to end it. But yeah, it would suck. You know, The Flash is my favorite show after all on the CW. So, you know, it would be terrible, but I would still continue watching. Maybe you wouldn't watch anymore, but I would, because, you know, you got like Superman and Lois and all these new shows coming out, and maybe, just maybe, we'll have Gary Gammon's favorite show, Green Arrow and the Canaries, which should be coming very, very soon, if it does happen. And it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. How was your experience watching the Carole King musical? Yeah, it was great. I mean, you know, that was the first time I saw Melissa in real life. It was really cool. It was a great musical. But yeah. Okay, Tom. Okay. Welcome, Paul. Welcome, Taz. Welcome, Zara. Is there going to be a Comic-Con this year? Will there be Comic-Con? Sorry, I'm just like reading chat and everything, and it's like, whoa, there's a lot of stuff. Is there going to be a Comic-Con this year? Well, it got cancelled this year, as most of you guys know. So next year there will be a Comic-Con if everything is better, but we don't know that as of right now. So we will have to wait and see. I was scheduled to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and I was actually going to be staying with, you know who, not Gary, but Paigey. That would have been cool. I guess it's going to happen next year if it like continues going on. But yeah, so Comic-Con should be on if things are better in America. We'll have to wait and see by the time of July. Anyway, all right. So just last few reminders as we sort of head towards the end of the stream. What time is it now? It's about 8 o'clock. So I'm gonna be heading off in a few minutes, probably like 5 to 10 minutes. So please send in your final questions. I'm sorry if you just joined. This video will be up after, and it will be on the channel so you can catch up. And this is going to be a weekly thing, the DCTV show. I mean, that is what the channel is called after all, so why not call it that? But I should be getting some hopefully some guests in who can be, regularly appear every now and again, which would be very cool. And for now, it's set to be Wednesday, but I may change it to the weekend. I think maybe the weekend is better, but we'll have to see. So yeah, send in your final questions as we head towards the end of the stream. You guys can send them in via super chat like Gary has been doing this whole time. I don't know where Gary is right now. I think this video should be called Gary Gammon, the video, because that's what we've been talking about. But yeah, the start, it was good. I think, we touched upon everything I wanted to touch upon, all the shooting rumors, the leaks and everything like that, the Flash, Supergirl and Batwoman, Legends, Superman and Lois and everything. Breaking news. Are you lying, Tom? Are you lying, Tom? Oh shit. Oh, Tom is not lying. Tom is not lying. Look at this, guys. Jared Leto to reprise his role in Zack Snyder's Justice League. I had no idea. That's crazy. Tom, that's actual breaking news. Wow. So the Joker is coming back in Justice League. I wasn't the biggest fan of his Joker, but it's legit. You're right, Tom. You got it right. I thought you were joking with me. The DCTV show After Party 2. I think we need to get to After Party 1 before we can get to the 2.0 like Eric, but maybe we'll get there one day. But yeah, that's crazy. Joker in the Justice League film, that's pretty cool. Although I don't really like that version of the Joker, but that's just me. So yeah, send in your final questions, and yeah, I have no idea where Gary is. Alex is missing Gary. Gary, come back, come on. But do you think Dream will have her own spin-off show when Supergirl ends? I would say, I mean, that is the name that people were throwing around when we're talking about like spin-offs and everything like that, because I think Nia is like, one of the new fan favorites of the last few seasons, and so I could see them doing that. I think it's more likely that she would join like a Legion of Superhero show or something like that, or it's more likely that she would join like Legends or Superman and Lois or something. I think Jean could appear on Superman and Lois. I think there's chances for them to all appear and everything. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. NDT TV Clips Reborn, welcome. Long time no see. I remember you. Welcome to the stream. Sorry that it's going to be ending pretty soon, but we are going to make this a weekly thing so you guys can we can all talk about the week's news and everything going on, and as we head towards the show coming back, we can talk about the weekly shows when they actually do return. But anyway, okay, last few questions, send them in. Lair YouTube, this video is going to be up after, so you can check it out. It's going to be up on the channel, and this is going to be a weekly thing like I've reiterated like 50 times already. But yeah, so let's answer a few things. Alex says, what's your take on the DC multiverse after what they did in Crisis? I think as of right now, everything is kind of up in the air, and right now I would say it's pretty likely that the multiverse can change in any way that the showrunners want it to change, essentially, because, you know, after Crisis, we have all these other Earths. You got the Stargirl's Earth, you got, you know, Doom Patrol, Titans, you have all of these different iterations we saw, and I'm sure there's so many more out there, so they can do whatever they want after Crisis. Flashverse says, do you watch The Boys? No, I haven't watched The Boys, but I've been watching some of Eric's videos and stuff like that. And apparently The Boys is pretty good, so maybe I should watch it. Maybe you recommend it. It seems like you do. Do you think Patty should return to The Flash season 7? So I read that article the other day. I haven't made a video on it. Maybe I should if you guys want me to talk about it more. But it's very unlikely that Patty could return, and even the actress said that she didn't see the reason why she would return anymore due to Iris and, you know, Barry being married. Like, there is literally no point in a past love interest showing up on the show. So yeah, very, very unlikely, but I did like Patty before, so maybe she could return as like a friend or like a colleague or something like that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. What's the song used at the end of your videos? It is by Icy Red. Maybe you guys can look him up, support him. He's great, fantastic. It's actually sung by my cousin. Like, he is Icy Red. It's very, very cool. Yeah. So last warning, guys, we're going to be ending this very soon. And last warning to Gary. Where are you, Gary? Everyone's asking for you. And so, yeah, final few questions, send in the super chats if you want. Monroe, welcome. Superman and Lois started filming today. They did a photo shoot yesterday. Yeah, I briefly talked about that earlier in the stream. This is going to be up later. So for those of you watching on playback, you obviously heard that earlier, or if you're in the stream this whole time. So yeah, Superman and Lois did start filming today. They did a photo shoot yesterday. That means that we're probably going to get some sort of first look at Superman's new suit very soon. We should expect that maybe in the next week or so we'll see a new look at Superman's suit, because at DC Universe they did say that Superman is getting a new suit for Superman and Lois, and we'll see them out in the street very soon filming. So I believe the idea of the photo shoot is so that they can get their poster ready, they can get their character shot ready, and they can release that before they go out filming, because they messed up with Batwoman, because we got set photos before we got the official look at Javicia Leslie as Batwoman. So I think they want to correct that, because, you know, Superman is wearing a new suit after all. All right, so as we head off, let's answer just like one more question or something like that. Do you think Iris will die in the future season of The Flash in a sad way that makes sense of the story? No, I don't think that is going to be the case, because they did a version of that in season 3. Yeah, I know Supergirl started filming. We talked about that earlier in the video. They did their version of that in season 3, and I don't think Iris is going to die. But thank you guys so much for joining the stream. And remember, this is going to be a weekly thing. It may change days. I'm thinking maybe more towards like the end of the week, like the weekend, because maybe more of you will be around for that. But I want to thank all of you guys for your support. Thank you, Gary, for the super chats, and Sarah Varga as well. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys in the next stream. For now, we're going to stick to this day, but I'll announce if I change the days depending on people's availability, because I do want to get guests on every now and again as best as I can and as much as I can. So yeah, I hope you guys will be tuning in. So be on the lookout for these live streams, okay? Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. I'll update you when the live streams are coming out. Also, I will announce it in my videos, so please check out the videos regularly. And this is going to be a regular thing. So yeah, announcements will be basically anywhere you can find, community tab as well. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and it's going to be like a proper, like, regular thing from now on. So yeah, thank you for the support, and if you didn't catch the whole stream, you can watch it later when the stream goes out as a video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all later. Bye bye. See you, Alex. See you, Tom. See you, Sarah, Dark Shadow, Zoe. Yeah, so I'll catch you all later, and goodbye.